So welcome back to the final video before round 5 of this year's Six Nations. Being the last round, I wanted to let you guys have the most information as possible so that you can progress in your leagues. So that's why I've brought out 3 videos this week. I hope you enjoyed all of them. If you did, then please subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can hit that, or if we can hit that, I'll be so happy. And it's all thanks to you guys for your support and watching my videos, so I appreciate you all. Anyway, let's get straight into the best options for captain and super sub options for this weekend. So firstly, let's look at the best captain options. Of course, I've had to put in the Welsh back 3 with Rhys Sammet, Josh Adams and Johnny McNichol. Now I think any of these 3 would be a decent option for captain. Of course, many are swaying for Rhys Sammet for obvious reasons, but I think Adams and McNichol are probably decent differential captain picks. Especially McNichol, who hasn't actually played yet in the tournament. What a story it would be if he came on and scored huge points. He's also so cheap as well compared to other fullbacks, so if you're struggling with budget, which I know some of you are, then he's a great option. Adams as well, he's always hungry for the ball and is a real try-scoring threat. And we all know what Sammet can do, and that's why many will be picking him as captain for this week. Then there's Taulupe Faletau, another Welsh pick, but this time in the forwards. Now ever since he's returned to the Wales side, he's been absolutely immense, and I expect him to do exactly the same again this weekend. He can literally do anything: carry, tackle, run, pass, turnovers, you name it, Faletau can probably do it. As I said before, he's definitely in my team, but I'm still debating if I'm brave enough to captain a forward instead of a back 3 player. If you're feeling brave enough, then it's certainly a brilliant option. Faletau won't let you down, but it's just if others score higher than him, which is also possible. An Irish option now with James Lowe. Once again, he's been great since returning from injury, having been a solid captain pick choice for 2 game weeks already, having run absolutely rampant against England. I haven't really put faith in him yet, and I probably should do, but for me I'm struggling to remove a Welsh winger out of my side. But of course, Lowe against Scotland sounds pretty good, especially at the Aviva in St Patrick's Week with the chance of winning the Six Nations. So I'm still debating whether to have him or not. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are picking Lowe this week. Now into the French picks in Penaud and Dupont. These 2 are obviously big game players and will thrive on the chance to beat England for a Grand Slam, something which the French team seems to love. We all know of Dupont's quality and he can be a captain option for most weeks, to be honest. But with Penaud, I guess it's more of a risk. Villiers actually stole the headlines in the first game with 3 tries, but Penaud just keeps ticking over slowly, doing his job but still performing brilliantly. I think with all players in this list, Penaud could be the most risky, but pay the most dividends. Many people won't have him in their teams, so it could be a big differential for you. So there's lots to think about with captain choices. Now on to the super sub options, and as you all know from yesterday's video, I have a keen eye on Kieran Hardy. He's come off the bench for Wales in this Six Nations and really injected pace into the game, something which other teams lack. When he came on against England, he actually scored from a quick tap and go close to the line, so I would expect more of that against Italy. But the Italy game always seems to make teams play slightly differently to how they usually do. Maybe this is probably me overthinking a little, but nonetheless, Hardy looks like a great option this week. Next is Nick Tompkins, who covers most of the backline for Wales, meaning that if there's an injury, he'll be brought straight in. Tompkins also loves to get on the ball and run hard into space, much like Ringrose does for Ireland. He can really punish Italy later on in the game when the crowd really do get behind Wales for that last push in this year's Six Nations. He too also scored against England, so another good try-scoring threat, who will bag loads of super sub points if he were to cross the line. Maybe an outsider pick here with Alex Donbron. Obviously, we all know England haven't been great this Six Nations, but Donbron has been somewhat of a shining light, along with Harlequins teammate Marcus Smith. He had an illness last week, which meant he was on the bench, and he continues that again this week. He's certain to come on and in what should be a physical game, known obviously as Le Crunch. So, he will have an impact, no doubt, but will it be a beneficial one to England or not? And finally, a lot of you already have your eye on Finn Russell. Now, I've included him because, like I said, some of you guys are keen on him. Obviously, Finn Russell is a great player, and we all know what he can do, but I'm dubious about the impact he will make, especially against this brilliant Irish team. I don't know if this is a tactical change for Russell, but it seems strange to me. He's definitely not a terrible super sub option, but I don't think his case is stronger than some of the names already mentioned. So, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can make better decisions now. The captain and super sub picks can literally be the difference between finishing first and possibly last in your leagues. So be sure to choose correctly and think long and hard. But not too long, because it does take its toll. Just look at me for an example. So, thanks for watching, good luck to you all for the last round of the Six Nations, and I'll see you all in the next one.